Okay, go to the www.intelli-shade.net website, go to the product support button. Once you get to the product support page, scroll down to the appropriate product. In this case, it's the Intelli-Shade Wireless, which is the battery powered, and you will hit the link to Control 4 Driver button. This will take you to the Z-Plexus website. You'll already be on the Downloads tab. Scroll down to the appropriate interface specific to that product. In this case, it's the IZMC DCB, which is the battery pack power shade, or the wireless battery powered shade system. Download the file for Post Composer 2.9. Since this is a zip file, you'll want to extract the Control 4 driver to your desktop or other known location. Using Composer, from the driver menu, add or update the Control 4 driver. Go to the Item Search tab and find PSS. Systems Design, you'll want to add the Control 4 driver to the appropriate room. Name or rename the shade. In Connections, select the Network tab and select the Zigbee network. You will then select the device to join and double-click or click Identify. This will open the Identify window. It's important to set the IZMC to a default setting before you proceed with joining the network. This will clear all memory. In order to do that, press your Stop Setup button. Press and hold until the green LED flashes rapidly, not once, but until the green LED flashes rapidly twice. And once it completes the second set of rapid flashes, release. You now have this set to a default setting. It is now time to identify or join the IZMC to the network. You will then want to press the stop or setup button for 1+ seconds, or until the green LED begins to flash, then release. You will notice that the red LED is flashing rapidly, and the green LED will flicker as it searches and attempts to find the Control 4 network. Once it's on the Control 4 network, you will notice that the green LED is flashing. If the IZMC is calibrated, that will be steady as opposed to a steady flash. It'll be solid if it's calibrated. It has not been calibrated yet. We'll be doing the calibration via the Composer. We will get into those steps next. We will now show you what you will see once the device has joined the Zigbee network on your Composer. If the shade is in the closed position as shown, confirm correct motor direction by pressing the Open Shade button in the Actions tab. If shade does not run upward during this step, press the Close button in the Actions tab for the motor to run in the opposite direction. While running, press the Toggle Motor Direction button and the shade system will stop. The motor direction has now been successfully changed. Verify by pressing the Open button to be sure that the directions are correct. With the shade now partially closed, we're going to move on to the calibration of the interface. We're going to, in the driver, press the Learn and Calibrate Device to Motor Limits button. Shade will now move to the Close or bottom limit. It will then move to the Open or top limit and then back to the close bottom limit. Be sure to not interrupt this process. It's very important that you let the system perform the calibration without interruption. Once the shade system reaches the bottom limit and stops, you can verify by going to the properties page in the driver and go to the calibration limit status for verification, and calibration is complete.